I'm Andrew Perry, and this is the Real Desert Dogs. Previously on the Desert Dogs.
Ahead of us is the Narrows. We're headed straight up this canyon, right to the top.
We made it. Congratulations, Richard.
Thank you. Thank you for your forgotten past.
I woke up to the smell of ham and bacon, and the even more refreshing sense of renewed purpose and high morale. This is our camp at the Forgotten Pass. Alright, we are on our way. We're going to be exploring this canyon, see what we can find out there. Today, we're exploring this new canyon with the hopes of finding some historical artifacts. Thinking about what could possibly lie hidden in this alpine forest lit my imagination on fire. Far in the distance, we can see Saline Valley, a haunting reminder of previous excursions into the Inyos that were not as successful as this trip promised to be. While Saline Valley taunted us in the distance, I surveyed our campsite once more. What an amazing place. We had run out of water on the way up, but the snowpack here helped replenish it.
It's steep.
Yeah, can you see the trail?
Yeah. How do we lose the
It's kind of hard to make out, but it's there.
The horseshoe we just shot some photos of. Luckily, somebody's left it here. We're supposed to leave things alone here. We are in the Inyo National Forest and the Inyo National Preserve, and also these things are not to be touched and moved, which is part of the fun of finding stuff like this. You know, we're on some kind of an old mule trail here. It's fun.
It's a very treacherous trail.
Yeah, definitely.
We're making pretty good time though. But I just want to show you the view. The trail heads off in that direction. And then we're in the forest right here. After some time, that same pattern that haunted us the last 2 days reared its ugly head. Domenic, young and fit, was long gone. Pretty fast. Richard was somewhere behind me, and I, in my late 30s, somewhere between Domenic and Richard, was right where I belonged, in the middle. But by the word middle, I mean I was separated from Richard by at least a half hour, and I had no idea how far away Domenic was. It's been a couple hours now. We haven't we haven't found anything interesting, but I did find, kind of opened up into a little valley down here. And there's like some little campsite and stuff like that. Pretty cool. It's a very tough hike. It'll probably be very tough getting back to our camp. And as I wound my way down the trail, I heard the faint trickle of water. Good. Once again, my water supply was nearly out. In the distance, I could have sworn I heard talking. Or worse, singing. Was Domenic singing? Had he gone mad? As the trickling sound of springs grew into what sounded like rapids, so too did the strange sound of singing. After one last bend, I came across Domenic, who had just finished bathing in the nearby spring. He was singing in the bath. It's pretty weird. So, as we were rounding a bend, I came across this this cabin. It's made of stone. I'm not sure, but this could be Frenchie's cabin. Actually, I think it is.
So we finally made it down, and we found the spring, and we found Frenchie's cabin, loaded with lots of artifacts, it looks like. So it's a good find.
And one thing that you gotta watch out for out here is hantavirus. So I'm gonna cover my face. Alright, I'm back. Now, all I have is a scarf. Hantavirus is a very small thing. It could easily go through the pores of the scarf, but that's all I got. So, right here, we got some cots. We got a bunk bed and a case. With food for, you know, if you're low on food. Usually if you visit these cabins, it's a good idea just to, if you bring some extra, just leave some. That way for someone who really needs it, you know, they'll have something. And here we got a little cabinet. We have books and novels and rat shit. What is this? The Winds of Evil by Arthur W. Upfield. You got a nice little fireplace with propane, barbed wire, water, a machete. Cool place. If you ever come across this, I would highly advise against sleeping inside here. You can sleep right outside, and maybe bring some better, a better mask.
Wow.
Look who showed up.
Finally. Frenchie's cabin. And tons of running water.
Yeah.
Awesome. What a beautiful day.
Hold on a second. So technically you've made it to Beverage.
Technically, because we're at the top end.
Beverage has a reputation that precedes it, and perhaps coincidentally, it is related to what the name sounds like.
We've been hiking for about 2.5 hours down from the camp on the trail, and we came to what I believe is Frenchie's cabin. I think we made it to Beverage, because there's a spring, and they say this water is the best water in the world, and it is. This is what made Beverage popular, with water. And somebody has a little Irish spring. And the cabin is unbelievable.
Just to clarify, Beverage is not a reference to drinking, right?
No, it's named after John Beveridge, with its spelling different than beverage, to drink, or to be drinking. I can even smell this water, so fresh.
Yeah.
And you can see it changes its speed.
Yeah.
And that's why all the miners hung out around here, because this is the only water in the area, so more important than the gold was the water.
Definitely.
And it is delicious.
Definitely.
We made it. Congratulations. Yeah, we made it to Beverage.
We explored the ruins of Beverage further. Behind me is the remains of an old cabin. That didn't fare as well as Frenchie's cabin, but still pretty interesting. There's some artifacts inside. The strangest thing happened. Domenic was right in front of me, and he passed me up, and 5 minutes later he's missing. So, I mean, he should have met up with Richard on the way back. Richard didn't see him, so now we're in a mad scramble to try to find him. Just got the word Domenic was found. So So we're all safe right now. Thank the Great Spirit.
Much greener than you normally get, but you also get a bunch of insects and other things that are developing. Like this is a caterpillar. On the back portion of the caterpillar you get that little horn, and that's a good indicator of a sphinx moth.